gonna turn off my audio and stuff because my cat, for some reason, has decided to go crazy.
I just locked the dogs out.
Oh, okay, so you are recording, and
we're good. She's gone. Okay, hi. So I'm going to call this meeting to order at 5:34, and we have one more person waiting to attend, Derek, who will be here shortly, and if not, I think Peter and I can go ahead and put this, present with you. Peter, we have John and Tassos here, and Donna. Review of our minutes from the last meeting. Peter, anything to say about them? How fabulous they were or anything?
They were fabulous. Motion to approve.
I'll second that. Okay, right. We're good to go. And our application today is application 02-22, John McPhee, Kent Station, and it's on the map 19, block 42, lot 15. Looks like new landscaping and hardscaping for the 3 properties at Railroad Avenue, listed as 9, 11, and 13. And either John or Tassos, would you like to talk about what you guys are going?
Sure. John, I can pull up Buzz's drawing and put it on the screen. Is that okay?
Sure. You have it with you, Peter?
What's that? Sorry?
Do you have the application, the drawing with you?
I do. Well,
go ahead. Let's put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put it on the screen.
Yeah.
All right. Let me open it. And screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see it there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. There we go. So as you know, you're obviously very familiar with the site. If you can see my cursor, this is the yellow house here. The blue house, the way we call them. Number 9 is blue. Number 11 is the train car. And number 13 is the yellow house. Our very, very good friend and very capable landscape architect has created this plan with some walkways, lots of plantings, and kind of all of these different species of plants scattered around the area. I think we've all looked at a couple of versions of it, and we felt that this did what we needed it to do. Did you have any questions on it?
My understanding is that what you're doing here is actually creating access from the walking side on the north. Is that sort of your idea of this, is to try to make the area more accessible from both sides, aside from being more beautiful, obviously, but.
Right.
Well,
go ahead.
Go ahead. We have ownership of part of the parking lot. So we wanted to connect it with these 2 gates so that you can go, if you needed to park here, or if someone needs to park here, they can go through the gates. But the parking that's dedicated to these 3 buildings is on the west side here, on north side actually, with passageways and gates going to each of these structures.
So the parking spaces is going to be new.
Correct. Yes, there is already a spur of the road off Railroad Street, and we're proposing to come in this spur and park there, dedicated, these parking spaces dedicated for these 3 buildings.
And those were on our drawing that were approved when we did the zoning change, right? We showed the shift of parking there. So really this is about the landscaping.
Right.
That we hadn't included at that point. And you know, as much as we like that parking lot, it's, you know, it gets, as anyone who's been there knows, right, the Pizza Garden gets really busy. And these are, you know, we've converted them from commercial to residential. So we want to try as best we can to screen, you know, the residential from the parking lot and the outdoor dining at the Pizza Garden.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit behind on just this. You're changing building 9 and 13 to become, and 12, all of them to become residential?
Yeah, we went through a rezoning process, which has been approved. And so we're trying to create this little residential enclave, which is why we'll have the outdoor seating, and really would like to isolate it from the parking lot that we own there. We own it. We own 60% of the parking lot, and the Pizza Garden owns 40%. So this will actually help, right? So we won't have people, for the most part. I mean, maybe if there was, for some reason, there was overflow, but we think it's adequately parked coming off that passageway.
Right.
And, you know, so, and really, you know, just cleaning it up. I mean, as you can tell, there we're talking about very extensive landscaping and screening, and it'll be irrigated and lit, you know, well lit, but not massive lighting, but low path lighting.
There's a hedgerow around the perimeter I see on the edge by the Pizza Garden. Is there a fence as well? I see there are 2 gates. Is there a fence beyond the hedgerow?
There isn't. It's not meant to be a fence, but it's meant to be a gate. You know, having the hedge create I'll call it a natural fence, but away, you know, where the opening is there. And the idea is somewhat of a peek through. So if people are interested, they can kind of, you know, peek in and see. But, you know, now, I mean, we have cameras there, and it's a cut through at this point, you know, so we're trying to, you know, knowing that it's going to be residential, create some privacy for the residences.
And of the each of those buildings are going to be single family dwellings, or are either of them apartments?
They're
single,
not,
all single.
They're all, there's three distinct units.
Gotcha.
And there's, if you see on the, and again, this was approved when we did the zoning, but there's an existing shed. Tassos, do you mind pointing to there? That's currently sitting down in front of the train car, and it's actually, it was built at some point within the setback line. So we agreed to move that and relocate it so that it's, you know, properly sited within setbacks.
Right. Cool.
So it should really clean up that area. Another interesting, just, you know, small point is we actually own half of Railroad Street between our property and what used to be the train station, right where the pharmacy is. You can see the dotted line there. I mean, obviously we like that being a street, but you know, so it looks like, you know, we're hard up there, but, you know, obviously we don't want to plant in the middle of the street. So
right. And you know, there's that walkway. So just on your map, you have the gravel drive, and the walkway that's currently there is to the left of the gravel. And so that will stay.
The one that goes back to the green. Yeah. Yep. That'll stay. Yep. And it'll be nice, right? So, you know, if people want to be able to walk and get to the IGA or whatever, they can take that back path.
My memory is, I think there's a split rail fence going along that walk, so I'm guessing that will stay.
Yep.
But
your memory is good. Yeah, that's my recollection as well.
Yeah, and that's probably not part of your property anyway. So I mean, you're going
that's on John Kennedy's property.
Yeah. Well, it looks great.
Yep.
We need residential so much, so it's really lovely to see you making those changes. You know, the town is always desperate for more residential.
Thank you. Yeah, that's been the overwhelming response. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
There was a second sheet too, right? Was it hardscape sheet, or is this comprehensive?
Might have been, yes. Let me go open that one. Let's see, Buzz. I think it was this one, and I will reshare. You see it?
Yep. Thanks, Tess.
You're welcome.
So it looks like this doesn't have anything that the other did not have on it. It just
just to make it clear to see where the hardscape is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you do the rest of the town with this kind of landscaping for us?
Well, that's John's.
I don't know. I mean, I can offer my property for another example if you'd like to toss it in.
So, well, we'll be seeing you at the next meeting. We just bought the Starbuck in from Peter, and
wonderful.
So, yeah. So we are coming. Tassos is working on. We won't have the full landscape drawings, but we're planning to put a new standing seam metal roof on that. And we're putting a small patio out off the front of where Peter's residence had been. So Tassos is working on those drawings, and we'll get everything to Donna so that we can get scheduled. So we'll get a chance to talk to you again next month.
And will that's residential as well?
We're going to run that as an inn, and we've hired a nice local woman, Kelly Benitez. Her maiden name is Alderman. She's lived in town her whole life, and she'll be our innkeeper. Her sister was the assistant innkeeper there, Lori.
Yep.
So
that's great.
Yeah, and we own the Victorian across the street. So, and Kelly and her family are moving in there, so they'll be living on site. So yeah, so you'll see some land. We're big believers in landscaping and fresh paint and a few.
Fresh paint's good. Wow, that's lovely.
Yeah.
It's a great project. We're having a lot of fun with it.
Cool, and they're good people there too. Pete, do you have any other thoughts?
No, it looks great.
Yeah, it does look great.
Yep.
And
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, just the gate details are just looking at the gate details and
right. There are
lumber pattern.
We have these moon gates and these man gates.
Yeah, and we wanted bike racks, right? I mean, it's a perfect town to to be able to take your bike and go around. So yeah, it's
great.
Yeah, no, I don't have any other questions.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve this project.
I will second.
We're in favor.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
And Pete second. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that's pretty cool. A lot of parking spaces, but pretty cool. Did that development, the big development, the north of Kent development went through, didn't it?
Planning and zoning approved that conservation development, but they're in the middle of a lawsuit. We are in the middle of a lawsuit right now. There is an organization called the Committee to Keep Kent Rural. Them and the owners to the south are suing the town of Kent, the property owners, and Paul Zemansky. So.
Oh boy. How could you leave now, Donna?
I'm going to run like hell.
They're freaking exciting. I mean, come on.
No.
So this will drag it out for another few years, and then these guys will give it up, I guess.
I don't know what we're going to do. I have no idea. We're always the last ones to know.
Right.
Yeah.
You're staying till September?
Yes.
So, okay.
Yep.
So who are you allowed to say who expressed an interest to join us?
Oh, Jonathan Moore.
I don't know him. Okay.
He lives on Lane Street. He was he worked at a lumber store doing mill work, moldings, that kind of stuff. So he's been in construction to a certain degree, being able to read plans and that kind of stuff. Evidently he said he's done work with West Wyrick. So, if we want, we could check in with him. Right. The only problem is, and he said, just to be transparent, he's married to Katie Moore. She's a Casey.
Oh yeah.
So she owns the Villager and the liquor store and the Golden Falcon lot. So what would happen is, he would have to recuse himself if anything came up with those properties. But other than that, I don't see why it would really affect him in any other way.
Yeah, I don't see so, but.
Yeah. So when you get back, maybe what we can do is set up a special meeting to have him come in and chat with you, and you can ask him questions. I'd like to see if I can't get a couple of more people, and maybe we could set up a couple of interviews, and then if you guys all agree, then we can get planning and zoning to go ahead and appoint them.
Okay, wonderful. I know that Derek is coming back like May 1st, but we can move forward, and have the interviews maybe right as soon as he gets back. So
okay,
that works.
That's good, because I'm away the last week in April.
Okay, you going to Mexico?
No, I don't know whether or not you've noticed. I can't imagine how you didn't, but I had skin cancer on the tip of my nose. And in September, February, I ended up having to have a flap procedure done. 20 stitches. I was cut from the center of my nose around the tip in a Y, and stuff was cut out and moved and packed. And so anyway, I said to my husband, maybe it's not such a good idea to go to Mexico right now. Maybe we should wait a little bit, Right. So we're just going to go up to the Cape for a week.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. But I bought wide brim hats and 50 sunscreen, but I'm going back to Mexico. So
there you go. Right.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. No, I know who he is. I don't know him well, but that's good. And Pete, you're not leaving, right?
No, I'm not leaving.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
We're good, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Great.
So that's it.
All right. Yeah.
All set.
So I will adjourn. What time is it? So let's see. 3:51. 5:51.
5:51. Yeah.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of your time.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.